This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, Beanie Sigel sits down with Nori and goes over like the whole Roc-A-Fella thing, and we're seeing a lot of things still unfold to this day of Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Just they don't like each other, you know, and they're never gonna like each other anymore. And it was sad. It's sad because like Roc-A-Fella is something everybody looked up to, and it just seemed like this unbreakable bond between, you know, Jay-Z, Biggs, Dame Dash. Then you got Memphis Bleak. Then you got Beanie Sigel. Then you got his old extension of Freeway and everybody over there. Then you got Dipset that came into the fold, and it seemed like this unbreakable dynasty that just started unfolding piece by piece as time went on. Beanie Sigel says that I always thought that they were going to break up just the way things were. They seemed like they were growing apart from each other. Certain people weren't coming to the office. Certain people were going to different places. You know, they weren't. They were less and less tight knit as things went on, and you could kind of see that. You could kind of see that, like when Cameron came over, just when he got signed, not even being president. It was kind of obvious that Jay-Z was kind of falling back a little something. Like, I was in high school, college. Like, I was right there when Cameron went over there. And I covered the behind the scenes of the Old Boy video because I was pretending I worked for MTV, but it was really this small NBC show. And I did like the behind the scenes, and I got paid for it. I think I was in last year of high school or first year of college, something like that, first year of college. But anyways, Jay-Z came in there, and you know I had no fear at this time, so I walked up to Jay-Z at the Cameron Old Boy video because he came in for a photo shoot, and I asked him, "Hey, I'd like to interview you sometime." I lied about where I worked, and he's like, "Yeah, here's the number to the office." I said, "Oh, should I hit your manager?" He's like, "Nah, just hit me." And I was like, "Huh?" Like I thought it was a whole. There was also a weird divide there. I never called because I was like, I don't know about that. I got kind of suckered out the last moment, but you could see a divide at the video. Like these guys weren't really getting along with each other, and I was like, and Dame Dash has a very different personality than Jay-Z. He's very confident, super confident, makes fun of people, you know, does stuff like that. Jay-Z, I don't really know, but he seems more calm, cool, and collected, but witty, you know. He'll play you in a different way. But these guys, he said, Beanie Sigel said his heart was broken from Jay-Z when Beanie Sigel was going to court. And everyone was like testifying on his behalf. But when Jay-Z was asked would he be responsible for Beanie Siegel's whereabouts and he could go, he said no. Now, Beanie Sigel was a wild boy, you know. If he had said yes and then Beanie Sigel went on the run or something because he was facing 40 years, he could have been liable. But he said, my heart was broken then because I was like, I thought he had my back. And he did, but he wasn't going to put his whole career and put his freedom on the line for that. I understand that move. But, and then Roc-A-Fella kind of broke up while he was in jail. But, like, you know, there was just a whole divide happening where, you know, Dame Dash not only signed Cameron, but made him the president. And, you know, there just seems such a disconnect. And as you can see now, Jay-Z was just trying to get away from Dame Dash and do his own thing. You know, that's the only way he could see doing it. Now, I don't agree. Nobody agrees with the way he did it, where they all sold the company Def Jam and then Jay-Z bought it back. I mean, that was kind of spooky. And then now Jay-Z won't even buy Dame Dash's third. He's trying to just, for the price he wants to just make Dame Dash so he can't sell it as an NFT so he can buy it and force Dame Dash to sell it for a lower price. I don't agree with that. And, you know, it's sad how everything played out because we always hoped that all these guys would be one, you know, forever. But things don't work out like that. People start to grow apart. Beanie Sigel even mentioned that Dame Dash had just different ways of doing business and was using funds from Roc-A-Fella for different things, and it wasn't just going straight into the company. And, you know, it's just, you get a deeper look into everything that was going on, you know. And, you know, there was a lot of egos. Everybody was younger, and Jay-Z and Dame, I think, are 10 years older. Let me see. How old is Beanie Sigel? Beanie Sigel age. He's 47. So 5 years difference. But at the time, if you think about it, that was what? Pretty much 20 years ago, right? So he was 27, and then Jay-Z was 32, right? So, if you even think about that, it's like 5 years. Being in the 20s and being in your 30s is totally different. Like, it just, something happens every decade. You start to feel different about certain things. But, yeah, these guys, Jay-Z and Dame Dash, I guess they just were on a path of separation from 2000 to 2005 when they finally separated. And, you know, they're just too different the way they handle things. Jay-Z's a savage, bro, when it comes to business. You know, like, you don't get where you're going at his level being a nice person. You know, you can be a nice person sometimes, but there's some savage moves that have to happen. Beanie Sigel, unfortunately, lost his voice. He gets to that. I didn't really kind of get into that part yet. I'm just more on the, I mean, it's so long. It's 3 hours long. So. But very interesting to hear Beanie Siegel's take on how things split up and everything, and how he feels certain things should have gone. I mean, it would have been better if these guys just stayed together. It would have felt better, you know? And I think they kind of tarnished a legacy. I think Beanie Sigel hurt his legacy a little bit too, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it doesn't feel the same. State Property doesn't feel the same as like a Dipset does. It seems like everything came to a halt in like 2005 to me. Even though Freeway's still making music and Beanie Sigel was still making music, it just felt very detached. Dipset kept on going, but in their separate ways in a way. But it just, I don't know. Dipset just still had, you could see they had more of an impact. They just did. Memphis Bleak, you know, he's just part of the team, part of the core. He's really Jay-Z's man. It's just weird how everything happened. And even though I look at Dame Dash and he's very inspirational and everything, you can kind of see where a lot of people just separated themselves from him at one point, even Biggs and everybody. And I just think he has a very strong personality that it's not for everybody, where like you're snapping on people and teasing them and this. And I don't know. But he deserves to get what he wants for that 1/3, you know? I mean, he lost the whole company almost, you know, pretty much. You know, Jay-Z went on without him in a sneaky kind of way. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you later.